Turn me up some. Whoa, whoa. Turn me up some.
4, 3, 2, 1.
I just don't get it, guys. I really don't. I really don't. I try to understand what's going through Susan's, the CEO of YouTube, and the people who work at YouTube and Google in general. I've tried to understand what's going through their head, what they're thinking when they make some of the decisions they make, and I don't get it. I don't fucking understand it. And honestly, anytime I see a tweet from either her, like a UMG shit, or a tweet from one of my favorite YouTubers that I follow, and I see how YouTube is still screwing them over, it gets me pissed, and I try to understand why YouTube would be acting the way it is. I try to understand why Susan is making the decisions that she's making. Granted, it's not just up to her, even though she's the CEO, but you get what I mean. And I don't fucking understand it. I really don't. And the thing that set me off, the thing that, well, there's two things that set me off that wanted to make me talk about YouTube and Susan on this rant show again. And it was a tweet that went out, on July 1st by, one of the tweets that set me off about this went up July 1st, and it was a tweet made by Minilad. For those of you that know, he's a famous gaming YouTuber here on YouTube. He's recently, well, not recently, he's done it for a bit. He's branched out and done more stuff. He made a new channel that was more for like just straight like different content besides video games, obviously, and all that. And he's a really good YouTuber. I followed him for a while now. Please, if you have not checked him out, please do. But one of his recent tweets, a tweet he made on July 1st, is one thing that that set me off and made me want to talk about this again on the Rant show, because he said, he posted, and I'll read it word for word. I have it up here right now. He said, "Been talking to YouTube. I keep let's see. Okay, yeah, it's right here. Okay, been talking to YouTube. I'll keep you posted on this, but I might have to soon delete all my demonetized videos. But do not worry. I'll make a channel where I re-upload them all. I'll re-upload all of them too. And the name suggestions is preferred. I was thinking Minilad Vault or Demonetized." And then a few hours later, he posted all videos that got demonetized or claimed I'll be moving over, aka making a Cards Against Humanity channel, because they all got pinged now. Ha ha ha. And for those of you that haven't been keeping up with Minilad and some of the videos he's done recently where where it isn't gaming, mainly when he does Reddit videos and stuff, he's mentioned this before, how pretty much almost every other video he does at this point, puts up on YouTube now, is getting pinged, is getting demonetized, and he did not know why. And I'm guessing, from his tweet on here, I'm guessing that, his first tweet said, been talking to YouTube, so apparently he's been talks back and forth with some of the people on YouTube, and I'm guessing they pretty much told him, and the reason why he's doing what he said here in these tweets, is because they told him that all his demonetized videos is what's getting his other videos demonetized, because there's so much on his channel now that his other videos, without question, just get flagged right away. I'm guessing, and I'm phrase that again. I am guessing that's what they told him when he was talking to them. He said, "Been talking to YouTube. I'll keep you posted, but I might have to delete all my demonetized videos." And like I said, in a couple of his recent videos, he's mentioned before how it's almost every other video for him now gets demonetized. So I'm guessing what YouTube told him when he talked to them is that it's because of all your other videos that are currently demonetized, that's pretty much just flagging your entire channel, so any other video you put up now just automatically gets demonetized. So I'm guessing what they probably told him to do is to delete all your demonetized videos, and this might stop it from happening. They probably told him it might, probably won't, and he still get demonetized because that's just the way fucking YouTube is. But that's probably what they told him. They said delete all the current demonetized videos you have on your channel, and it might at least help it from happening. Your future videos from getting demonetized right away, at the very least. I'm guessing that's what they probably told him because that's the way it sounded like. It sounds like that's what they told him, according to this tweet he sent out. So there's that. So just because, and let me get this straight, YouTube and Susan. So just because you don't like Mini Lad's Cards Against Humanity videos, you don't like videos like that because they're dark humor, you want to flag them because they might have a few bad words and might offend a few people because they don't get it's a fucking joke. Or you're afraid it'll offend people even though it's a fucking joke. It's labeled, Susan, as dark humor. Dark humor means it's offensive. Not everyone is going to find it funny. Newsflash, Susan, and Google, and YouTube, that's a part of comedy in fricking general. Not everyone is gonna find it funny. Some people might find it offensive, and for the people, newsflash, that do find it offensive and figure that, hey, if I click on this video, I might find some of the shit he says offensive. Consider the last video I watched of his, I found something offensive on there. Newsflash, and you don't have to watch the fucking video. Move on to a different one on YouTube for you to watch. You don't have to watch a video that you know is probably going to that you're going to find offensive. And here's a little idea. If you do click on a random YouTuber's video and they say something that you find offensive, mind you, not everyone finds it offensive that you found offensive. Not everyone finds offensive. You finds offensive. You don't have to watch the rest of their fucking content. This is what I want to talk about this Rant show. Is I don't fucking get it. Just because or at least you think certain people might not like the content that someone puts out, you think you have to flag it. Just because one person bitches, you think several people are going to bitch, or it might hurt your advertisements, so you flag it. Newsflash, Susan. Newsflash, Google, and newsflash, YouTube. Just because one person, or two people, or even 10 might bitch about someone's video, and they might flag it for review. Or just in general, when you review a video when it goes up, keep something in mind. Just because you, the person watching the video, might find it offensive, doesn't mean everyone else will. A lot of the shit these YouTubers do, Minilad and others, they do a lot of shit that is dark humor. Dark humor, meaning offensive jokes. Not everyone's gonna like them. Others are gonna find them funny. It's just the way it fucking is. And the people that don't like the jokes and do find them offensive don't have to watch their fucking videos anymore. It's the way it is. Why is this so hard to fucking grasp? And just because one person bitches and one person complains doesn't mean there are 10,000 others that'll do the same. But no, you think that people find these things offensive, or oh good golly gosh, this person swore. So you have to flag the video. Like, I got a real question, Susan, for you. And please, guys, do me a fucking favor. Whether you're listening to this on SoundCloud or you're watching this on YouTube. I know I don't have a lot of viewers here on the channel, but for the few that watch my channel, please tweet this video to Susan and tag her in it. Because she needs, or not even mine, but videos like this of YouTubers complaining about this shit. Because this shit has been going on for fucking ever at this point. pissing me off because I'm current and like this isn't like a creator venting. I mean, yes, I create videos here on YouTube, but this is someone venting who's follows certain YouTubers and looks up to certain YouTubers, and I can't tell you how many times I've seen at this point, or read at this point, where they vented about the ways YouTube is fucking screwing them. Like, what are you trying to do, Susan? Are you trying to make the complete site PG? Are you trying to make this site only profitable to people who take advantage of small kids? Props to anyone that knows about the group of people I'm talking about right there. And are you making the site only profitable to big companies? Because that's the way you're fucking making it seem. So right now, the way you're making it seem, Susan, is you're making it seem like the only people that you want on this site, and the people on YouTube and Google, you're making it seem like the only people you want on this site is people who are PG, people who list themselves as PG but are constantly taking advantage and manipulating small children, and people who are big companies. And that's it. That's literally the way you're fucking making it seem. And it ain't fucking right. It ain't fucking right. I can't tell you how many times, and then I'll reference this again. I remember a while back, like it was like a year and a half ago now, I watched one of Big Jiggly Panda's videos. He did one of his Panda Q&As. And someone asked him, like, how is the current, way YouTube is running things treating you? And Panda said, literally, word for word, almost word for word, I'm paraphrasing, but he literally said that he's going to be honest, that the way YouTube is currently going, if something didn't change within the next few months, he would have to find a job. He wouldn't be able to solely rely on YouTube and the content that he loved to create for his viewers. You would no longer be able to rely on that. Susan, that is what you're fucking doing to some YouTubers with this shit. You need to realize that not everyone is fucking PG. Not everyone wants to see PG content. They want to see sometimes, believe it or not, I know this might be hard for you to grasp and for the people at YouTube to grasp and certain advertisers to grasp, but sometimes some people want to hear offensive shit because it's dark humor. They don't mean it in seriousness. It's dark humor. It's a fucking joke. And sometimes, believe it or not, people want to hear that type of shit because they find it funny. And when one person or two people or 10 people complain about certain things, that doesn't mean everyone in the fucking world is complaining. So stop acting like they are. And newsflash, certain articles will label these videos that are dark humor as racist and word it in a way that will make it sound like that there are tons of people offended by them, that there are tons of people that take offense to what they're putting up on your site. When in actuality, believe it or not, next to no one is. They just like to make it sound like it's a ton of people, so YouTube, they can fucking hurt you. And hopefully take you down a peg, because newsflash, with all the stuff that your site offers, different points of view in certain aspects of the news and everything in between, you're taking away from the views. That's hurting their business. So what do you think they're gonna fucking do? They are going to try and knock you down a peg and hurt you any way you fucking can. So here's a little fact, and I've asked you to do this before, Susan. I've asked you to do this before, YouTube. Next time, when an article comes out against one of your creators, and it's fucking clear, and other viewers and other creators are telling you that this news article is wrong, how about for fucking once, instead of cowering in the corner and saying that these and that these advertisers or these news articles are right. You actually stand up for your fucking creators for once. Like you should have done with PewDiePie when all this shit first started happening. And I'm not talking about the bridge incident, because I'll even say it, PewDiePie shouldn't have said that. And he apologized for it. So please, guys, at this point, let that fucking go. I mean, if people want to meme it, it's pretty much a meme at this point. That's fucking fine. But let it go and stop blaming him for the ad fucking apocalypse, because you actually do your fucking homework. That wasn't him. He's not the one that fucking caused it. And like I said, stand by your creators. When articles and people and advertisers come out against them for something they quote-unquote did, or they said something in a video and this is the way they meant it, when everyone in the mother knows that's not the way they meant it, or it was just a fucking joke. Don't cower in a corner like I said. Don't suck your thumb and say, no, they're right, the advertiser is right, the article is right, because we don't want to offend people and take away people from our site and hurt our chances of people advertising on our platform. How about you suck it up, grow a fucking pair of balls, and stand behind your creators when this happens. And realize, like I said, I know I'm a broken record at this point, but when articles come out against your creators, actually do your fucking research. Reach out to other creators that this creator might know that the article's coming out against, and ask them. Ask some of their viewers. And find out if what the article's saying is true or not. And if it's not true what the article is saying, or something that they labeled as racist, or oh, I can't believe they said this, is actually a joke, might be dark humor, people might not always find it funny, but it's actually a fucking joke, and their viewers and other creators know it, then how about you man the fuck up and stick up for that creator? And realize that the videos that are labeled as dark humor, that have offensive jokes in them, are just sometimes that. Jokes, and they do not need to get demonetized. Just because people might drop the F-bomb once or twice in a fucking video does not, oh, I just said right there. Doesn't mean the video needs demonetized. Newsflash, YouTube. Newsflash, Susan. If you honestly try and make your site PG, you're gonna lose viewers. You're gonna lose people, and you're gonna drive people away from your site. It's the short and skinny of it. What do you think made these people, made your site so popular? Please tell me. Was it the big advertisers that eventually made channels on the site? No. What made you buy the site, Google? What made you take control of YouTube? It's what you saw in this site of what it was becoming. And it wasn't becoming something as massive as it is now because of advertisers. It wasn't becoming something massive as it is now because of big companies and their YouTube channels. It was because of individual creators. And some of those individual creators were offensive humored creators. Some other shit they said, they swore in their videos. Your site was never PG. It was never meant to be PG. And just because a few people might voice their frustrations about something they find offensive that a YouTuber put up on their video, doesn't mean the whole fucking world does. Newsflash, YouTube, you can't appease everyone. So why the fuck are you appeasing the very few versus the majority? In a lot of instances. Maybe I'll give you some credit, maybe not in every instance, but in a lot of instances. I don't fucking get it. And I completely disregarded the other tweet that I mentioned, made me set off and want to talk about this again. But the other tweet, for those of you that don't know, there are quite a few commentary channels here on this site. One of them that I watch personally is called Repsion. And now I won't get into too greatly the current situation he is in, but there is a certain someone, a certain YouTuber, who is abusing your copyright system, YouTube, and has for a while, and has constantly claimed for straight up copy strike, actually he did that recently, straight up copy strike one of his videos. And according to your own fucking rules, when someone falsely copyright claims a video multiple times, their channel gets taken down. And this certain person who has falsely copyright claimed his videos and others is way past that fucking point at this point. But he keeps on copyright claiming and copyright striking Repsion's videos, other people's videos, and hurting their channels and their business. But you're not doing a damn thing, and enough people at this point have brought this to your fucking attention. Honestly, between all of this, YouTube, Susan, it honestly sounds as long as you get some money, you don't give a shit about what happens to your creators on this site. That's honestly, I know that sounds harsh, but that's honestly what you're making it seem like. That as long as your big boys, the ones that take advantage and manipulate small kids, and as long as the companies that have YouTube channels on here, as long as they're fine, you don't fucking care. And I know, Susan, if you eventually do see this, which once again, for the very few people that watch my YouTube channel, or are listening to this on SoundCloud, if you could do me a solid and tweet out this video and tag Susan in it, because I want her to see this. And if you see other videos from other YouTubers making videos like this on YouTube, tweet them out and tag her in this, because she needs to fucking see this and finally understand what the fuck is going on and actually fucking do something about it. Like I said in my past video, I understand that YouTube is a massive ass platform with billions of creators and billions upon millions of viewers. So inflicting new rules and getting things squared away with stuff you're promising takes a while. And I am fully, Susan, I am fully aware of this. But this shit has been going on for a while. This shit should have already been taken care of. And you might promise and say you're going to help your creators from now on and promise to take care of things that needed addressed a fucking while ago. But it gets aggravating. I know it takes time for all that stuff to happen, but it gets aggravating when I still constantly fucking see it. And others fucking see it. And nothing is getting done. And speaking, Susan, of you promising to help out creators more, what's up with the UMG thing? For those of you that don't know, Susan recently put out a tweet on the Twitterverse and said that YouTube was partnering up with UMG to bring back some of your favorite past songs from the past. I'm paraphrasing, that's pretty much what she said. But for those of you that are in the know of YouTube and know of UMG, they are a music company. And on top of certain YouTubers falsely copy striking and claiming videos, UMG is also very infamous for doing the same thing, including videos that fall, including numerous videos that fall under fair use. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, they will even copy strike or copyright claim a video of yours even if you only play 5 seconds of a song. 2 seconds of a song. I've seen it fucking happen. And they have done this for a fucking while. And other music companies like them. And and I'm trying to wrap my head around Susan, why you would let alone tweet this out. Because I'm asking for people that watch this video or listen to this on SoundCloud, please go visit the CEO's Susan's Twitter and find that post. Because some of the people that, in case you didn't know this, Susan, but I imagine you do look at your Twitter every once in a while, people look at her post. And Susan, look at your post. The people voicing their complaints, the numerous people voicing their complaints, including some of your biggest creators voicing their complaints of you, like when you announce this in the comments of that tweet. A lot of them have more likes than your own fucking tweet. Meaning there are a hell of a lot more people pissed off about this announcement than there are people happy about it. And with how long UMG has been screwing over YouTube, not YouTube, but YouTube creators with false copyright claims, and how many YouTubers have voiced their frustration on Twitter, I am almost guaranteeing you know about this already. So why, if you know about all the YouTubers that are not fans of UMG because of their false copyright claims, why in the frick would you, at the very least, announce on fucking Twitter that YouTube is partnering with them? A music company that's literally screwing over YouTubers and hurting their income by falsely copyright striking and copyright claiming videos, you go on ahead and announce on fucking Twitter that your YouTube is partnering with them? In what world does that make fucking sense? This is why, Susan, and like I've said before, this is why YouTube, this is why Google, people don't fucking trust you on YouTube. Susan, you might make all the promises you can, and you might take certain YouTubers to the Galileo or whatever that was and take pictures with them. You can do that all you want. But you want to know why people still don't trust you? You want to know why people still don't trust YouTube, including some of your biggest creators? It's because of shit like this. Because no one sees shit getting done. People, YouTubers, are still getting screwed because you won't enforce your own rules on the people that need them enforced on. And the people whose videos are getting copyright claimed, and the people's videos that are getting copyright claimed that shouldn't be, you're doing nothing about to fix the problem. Or at least that's the way it's seeming. Like I said before, Susan, I know, and the people at YouTube, I know, doing shit like this on such a large-scale platform and trying to fix things that have been going on wrong for a while takes time because of how big the platform is. But even after you make these promises, we have seen nothing getting done. Or a lot of us have seen nothing getting done. Viewers and creators alike. And we're getting pissed. This is shit that should have not have happened to begin with, or should have been at least started to get fixed a while ago. And on top of shit not getting done, and on top of shit not getting done, and shit getting fixed on your site, and on top of people abusing your copyright system and not actually getting punished for it, you seem out of touch with almost every other creator and most of the viewers on your own platform when you announce shit on Twitter, like with the UMG thing. This is why people don't take you seriously, Susan. This is why people don't, creators and viewers alike, do not trust YouTube. Because unless you're PG, unless you're one of those YouTubers that are listed or viewed as PG by your higher ups, even though all they do on their channel is try and manipulate and, well, mainly manipulate small children on their channel. Persuading to buy all their merch and everything in between. And other things. So unless you're PG, unless you're one of the big channels that you view as PG, that all they do is manipulate and try to control the young kids and viewers on their channel, or unless you're a big company, you're making it seem like you don't care about anyone else but them. That's literally the way you're making a fucking scene at this point. So Susan, somehow you see this video, but not only as a small creator on your platform, but as a viewer who cares about the people I watch. And I'm not the only one who feels this way. You should already notice by now by the people on Twitter constantly tweeting at you. You need Susan and YouTube and Google. You need to start correcting shit. Not in the near future, now. And you need to start, in general, start making the right decisions. If you honestly care about your creators and what happens on this platform, you need to start doing this. You need to start enforcing your rules with the people they need enforced on. You need to stop playing fucking favorites, because that's what you're making it seem like. And you need to realize that your site is not meant to be PG. That just because some people on your site might find certain shit, not certain people on your site might find shit offensive, but just because people who come to your site might find some videos that people put up offensive does not mean everyone finds it offensive. It's called dark humor for a reason. So half the shit you're demonetizing nowadays shouldn't even be demonetized to begin with. Which, by the way, there are plenty of advertisers out there, or people who would like to advertise on your site, that probably would if you reached out to them. So you can't even come up with an excuse saying, well, our advertisers don't want their advertisements on dark humor videos. Or we can't find people that will want to advertise on dark humor videos. You can't even use that excuse, because I'm guaranteeing I can think of... If I actually took the time, I could think of a few people you could probably reach out to, and they wouldn't mind. Hell, off the top of my head, one comes to mind already. Fucking G Fuel. They sponsor PewDiePie, one of the people that a lot of news articles and a lot of news publishers out there currently hate. So you could reach out to them. You need to realize that you need to start enforcing your rules on the people that need it enforced on. You need to start realizing that just because certain people might come and complain to you saying, I found this video on your site offensive, and I found this offensive, and oh my god, he swore, doesn't mean everyone finds that shit offensive. Not every video that drops an F-bomb needs demonetized. And just, you need to realize that dark humor exists on your platform for a reason. Because people find that shit funny. Not everyone finds it offensive. And you need to get more in touch with your creators and your site in general. Because shit like you've been tweeting with the UMG partnership, fucking stupid. Gonna put it bluntly. So just to wrap this up, one more time to the people in the back, and for anyone on Google or YouTube can't hear me. If you want to start appeasing your creators, the majority of your creators, if you want to start having the people that come to your site actually trust you again and take your word on shit when you say it. Like, oh, we so fully support our creators. If you actually want people to actually believe you when you start fucking saying it, then you need to start doing the shit. You need to start enforcing your rules that you put on your site to the people it need enforced on. You need to realize that your site just can't be straight up PG. It never has been, and it never will be. And the moment you try to actually, and the more and more you enforce that, the more and more people you're going to try from your site, and the more creators are going to piss off. And you need to realize that just because certain people might find offensive jokes offensive does not mean everyone does. And you can't appease everyone, and 9 times out of 10, the people who come and bitch at you and complain saying, I found this offensive, are the vast minority of people instead of the majority. You need to, in general, start sticking up behind your creators when people come out against them, especially news publications and articles, especially when the shit ain't true. Instead of ducking in a corner and tucking your tail between your legs and saying, no, I agree with this article because I don't want I don't want our advertisers to get mad. And she starts sticking up for your fucking creators. And you need to actually use your brain before you decide to do certain shit on your site, like this shit with UMG. Susan, I honestly want to believe that you want what's best for the creators on your platform. But until this shit gets started and shit starts to change, myself, other creators, other viewers are going to take no stock in what you fucking say. It's going to take no stock in what YouTube says. It's going to take no fucking stock in what Google says. You can announce to the world how much you support the creators on this platform. You can announce as much as you want. And take all the pictures you want and take them to all the gallerias or whatever you want. But people legitly aren't going to start taking you seriously till this shit actually starts to change. And your rules start to get enforced to the people that need them. And you start making the decisions that are right for your creators. Alright, I'm done. Susan, YouTube, I've said my piece. And I'll see you guys later. Thank you for listening or watching this edition of The Rant Show. I'll see you guys later. Please remember that if you do like what I spout here on my channel anytime there's a rant show, or you like what you see anytime there's a Let's Play video that goes up on my channel, please remember to hit that like button. It's all very greatly appreciated. And also remember that if you do like what you see, to please hit that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed, and please make sure to hit that bell button and to make sure to turn on all notifications when you do. And I'll see you guys later. Susan, YouTube, please. I'll see you guys later. As always, and forever, peace.